And they've gone for the same character. Neither side's gonna want to lose this one. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checks with the projectiles. A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. What's the play here? Still slugging it out here. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an effective game plan. Heading into the end game now, it's get it, get some. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs. The jump-in is denied. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Neither of them willing to back off here. Checks with a medium, experiencing burnout. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Jumps? Drive gauge gap here. A jump in? Oh, the throw connects. A real test of nerves here. Throws a projectile to zone the opponent. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive arc from this situation? Ugh, stuff is all critical. What's gonna happen? Closes it out. Player 1 showed they are truly the best of the best. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. From up above. Sticks the combo. Lots of aggression from both sides. Checks with a projectile. Neither fighter wants to get stuck in the corner as they continue to duke it out mid-stage. A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Starts with a jump-in. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Risky up-close scrap still going. Both fighters are weighing their options and looking for an opening. Goes for the rush. Player 1 KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Perfect parry to stop them. Time to go on the offensive. Drive boosted Hadouken. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Blocks it. Fires off the Shinju Hadouken. A quick breather. Still slugging it out at this range. Pokes with a kick. This is the ideal range to use. Willing to risk it for the overdrive. Noticeable life lead is a comeback still pump. A gutsy fireball gives them the round. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Jump! Gets drilled with an overdrive Shoryuken. Both absolutely refusing to give up ground. With super arts into play, it pumps the brakes on the impact. Going in. All in with a rush. Turns out. The jump-in sets up with the jump-in. What were they thinking? Taking jump. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. Does not leave anything to chance with that super finish. Player 1 survived that tense mirror match. This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. All right, first round. What's going to happen? Checking their opponent. Checking how their opponent reacts to fireballs. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Takes a trip. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. Lands the forward throw. The corner pressure continues. Drumming up a beatdown. Knockdown. There's a wall. KO. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Got their eye on the air. Who's going to start things off? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Still very early in the round. Decides to meet them in the air. Drive rush to keep it going. Player one chases them down. Still slugging it out at this range. Blocks it. Gets the back throw to turn things around. Looks like it springs forward with the drive rush. Oh, feints? Player two will need to play it conservative until their drive. Oh, burnout triggered. Player two ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here. They must have a game plan here with the critical art on deck. KO! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Jumps up, sets up with the jump in. Jumps? This is gonna hurt. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Nice air smash. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Player one has the super gauge advantage. Both fighters are down to half. This can lead to some big damage. Oh, here we go. That corner connects with the throw. Getting in all on the drive run. Player one, and they are done. Get that bank account ready because that fight was easy money. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Long range fireball to break the silence. Jumps up. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Takes a trip. Surprises them with a drive rush. Gets the jump in. Does a good job of pushing back. Player two can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Rips the slasher out. Player two has depleted their drive game, but they are still within range to win this round. Grabs and throws them away. Drive rush to keep it going. KO. Player two hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Air slasher. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player two won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. Just cool into the low kick. Player two springs forward with the drive rush. Super hearts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. A drive impact could end it all here. Uses the fireball to try and get a reaction. Fake up, sets up with the jump in. Crowns him from above. This can lead to some big damage. What'll happen here? All in with a rush. The drive gauge is screaming for more attention. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Closes it out. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. We're finally ready to begin this long-awaited fight. Our players look primed and ready. Strings it all together. There's a corner switch. Lots of aggression from both sides. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Decides to buff up while they can. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Nails the anti-air. Takes a trip. Drive rush. Gets in their face. Very solid corner switch. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Oh, burnout triggered. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Was looking for that jump attack. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Checks them with a projectile. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Player 2 chases them down. Both fight springs forward with the drive rush. Sneaks in above. Rips the slasher out. Drive rush to keep it going. Clean parry. Quick breather. One mistake here is links it. Oh, burnout triggered. All the throw connects. Going adds a bit of OD spice there. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. This can lead to some big damage. Wraps it up with a throw. Player 2 was an absent.
Challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Tries to bait him with the projectile. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Blocks the jump in. Sticks the combo. Neither of them willing to back off here. All right, what's low heavy for the win? Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. The suit converts the opening impact into a punish counter. Doesn't miss a beat. Goes for the jump in. Will we see a drive impact? Manages to block the jump in attack. Player 2 can't use any drive, springs forward with the drive rush. Jumps up, big throws. Just goes for it at this range. Big dip in there. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Mixing it up with low tiger shots. This is the time to use fireballs to chip away at an opponent. Turns out. Player 1, low heavy, but no go. Rattle and hum knocked them out of the air. There's the drive impact. Do we see a drive impact here? Okay, here drops them. Player 2 can't win this without pulling the trigger. This can lead to some big damage. Press them with a critical one. Such a smart play to go for in this situation. Fighting back against the odds and giving them a chance to win this. Player 1, the savage tiger rain hits. This is gonna be brutal. Tops off the tank and scores the win. Player 1 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. Go Tiger! Jump! Crunchy Tiger knee! Tiger knee to the sternum! Still very early in the round. Can't tech the throw. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner, takes a trip. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Knockdown. From up above. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Taking stock. Player 2 picks up the win with the counter hit. Looked like they were baiting their opponent into making a mistake. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Holds out with the block. Tiger knee to the sternum! This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? They've got the meter for a drive impact. What'll happen here? Player 2 will look to a drive rush to keep it going. Still slugging it out at this range. Their will to win is really being tested. He springs forward with the drive rush. Experiencing burnout. Life lead is KO. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Starts things off with Brosum. Oh my, the protect. Links it. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Crowns him from above. All in with a rush. Wait, what? Are they actually dead? It doesn't kill. They're still in this. Whoa, critical art now? Closes it out. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Checks with a low tiger shot. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Player 1 chases them down. Alright, what's coming up next? Grabs him. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Takes a trip. Throws them to negate the block. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Big, low, reaching heavy. Got some in there! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. High tiger shot to try something. Not having the cross up. Tiger knee to the sternum. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Still very early in the round. Rinku Hadouken. Still slugging it out at this range. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Smart play with the throw. They are really going at each other this round. The reads they make now will be key. All in with a rush. Ooh, what a smart throw. Denied. Keeps cool and locks them up. Flatlines them. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? The last round. It's now or never. Player 2 with a slight lead. Will they capitalize? Throws them. Both fighters have a full super forward run. Impact squash. Drive impact misses. Player 2 is looking at a... Ooh, what a smart throw. Okay, here we go. Connects with the throw. What were they thinking? You're turning it right up with a super. Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. That was a fight heard round the world. Yo. we're in for something special right here, right now.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Parries the attack and those aren't working here. The impact gets blocked. Deftly shuts out the jump in. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. Bops him with the target combo with the target combo. Gets the jump in. Life lead opens up. Alright, what's KO? Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. The jump in catches them. Sticks the combo. Medium kick hit. Player two can build off this lead. Barely blocks the jump in. Big throw. Going in. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. Smart play with the throw. Still slugging it out at this range. The Gladius blows them away. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Off for the critical art. This is going to hit for a critical art. You gotta imagine that this is not only gonna wreck their life bar, but also their nerves. Player two can't go. Critical art now? This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Outline zone.
Final round.
We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? A trade, but they're not worried. Player two won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. Both fighters are desperate for meters. Expect to see some fancy stuff as we're throws them. Player one is in a very good spot now. Amazing! Closes it out! Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Rushes down the opponent to impose their will. Zones with the fireball. Gets the jump in. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Their super art gauge is running on empty. That's going to be a big factor in how this match plays out. Life lead opens up. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. KO! Player two hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Puts the super armor to good use. The Gladius blows them away. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. Side switch in the corner. Breaks the block with a throw. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over. Sees him coming and shrugs it off with the super armor. Medium flanks it. Burnout activates. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scale. Player two. Oh, yo! Rock super here. Can they use their flatline zone? Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Sees them coming and shrugs it off with the super armor. The throw is escaped. Player one used the life lead. Opts for the throw. All right. Player two creates a good and a super activation, looking to score some juicy damage. Their life is a throw to tie the bow. They were stuck in the corner. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Jumps? That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Doesn't miss a beat. Still slugging it out at this range. They quickly Shinku Hadouken. What'll happen here? This is gonna hurt. Player 2 with the rhythm flatlines him. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner. Solid throw tech. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Throws them to negate the block. The grab misses. Sticks the combo. Experiencing burnout. Going in. The pressure goes for the low-risk air-to-air. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Grabs them. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Oh, easy tech. Connects with medium kick. Oh, what's this? The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Uses the gauge for a super art. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout. Throws them. Knockdown and player 2 is not in a good place health-wise, but with the super art and connects with the throw. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. A lot of pressure building up here. Slams on the brick. What a finish! That was catch as catch can as you're gonna get in a fight. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Tension ring hits hold. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Takes a trip. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. All right, what's coming up next? This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Steps back to start things off. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Who will gain control of the match in the early going? The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Throws them to negate the block. Player one will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. They're backed up into the corner. What'll happen here? Will we see a drive impact? You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Both fighters planning something? Jumps? Burnout activates. Player one in dire straits with burnout. Knockdown and, burnout triggered. Protector ring hits home. Shin has Shogeki to push forward. That's not gonna hit. A real test, what a finish! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Who's going to steal this win? The overhead's good. Barely blocks the jump in. Player two can't let crowns him from above. Huge chance after that wall splash. Okay, here we go. All the throw connects. Reads the jump in perfectly. This can lead to some big damage. Super hard to show them what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Is it time for pleasure? Time for pain? As far as jury's concerned, they're kind of the same. Player one is in a very good spot. All in with the rush. Will they gamble some cross-up attack? Only a little bit of drive and life left. Both sides. Oh, giving them food for thought. Player two has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
A new challenger.
Give me that drama. Give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Starts with a jump in. Good anti-air. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. What are they thinking here? Just out of range for that throw. Knockdown. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. Shoots off a fireball up close. Slips the grab. That drive impact doesn't get through. Parries to cancel the fireball. The fight continues in the middle of the stage. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Reads their mind and texts the throw. Will we see a drive impact? Jumps in. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to... burnout activates. Going in? Player one has depleted their drive game, but they are still within range to win this round. They back the opponent into the corner. Now to apply rough tap to close it. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Sticks the jump in. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Blocks it. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive move now. Quick breather. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with an all-in with a rush. Life lead is there. This can lead to some big damage. Both fighters planning links it. Oh, blocks the cross-up. Looking for a hole. What a finish! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Gets the jump in. They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Almost had it, but he gets blocked. Jump in finds the mark. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. This is a real back and forth match we're seeing. They definitely know what the other is capable of. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach? Well aware of their life and meters. Really good decision making. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Nails the anti-air. Decides to meet them target locked and scoop. Big stage blows. Very slick with the combo. Goes for the jump in. It's a good spot to use the super. Oh, no question whether this super art is going to kill or not. No escaping that. Well, listen, when you're locked in,
a new challenger.
our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line. Round 1. Fight. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. They're really being worked over in the corner. What are they thinking here? Can't tech the throw? This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Sticks the combo. Throws them to negate the block. Snares them. Knockdown. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Both can... burnout activates. Player 2 experiencing burnout. Finishes with the throw. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Shows a medium kick. Sticks the combo. Still scrapping for control of the space. Anti-air drops. Zones with the fireball. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Here, forward throw. Laying the pressure on Thick. Can they use their drive to stick links in? Are all in with a rush. Gets the tips with the low heavy. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Throws them. The last round. It's solid anti-air. Gotta do better than that. Close range projectile. Ooh, what a smart throw. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. What's next? Oh, they connects with the throw. With super arts into play. Wow, reads the counterattack. Oh, here we go. The throw connects. Yo, critical art now? This is such a tough situation. Oh, in with the rush. Oh, snipe. What a finish.
That was catch as catch can as you're gonna get in a fight.
It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Solid anti-air. Oh, what's this? Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Sticks the combo. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Blocks the jump in. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Neither of them willing to back off here. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Shoots off a fireball up close. Did well to get the buff in there. Goal sucks to pry them open. Opts the control. Burnout triggered. What'll happen in there? Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Throws him. What's next? Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Grabs and throws him away. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Zones with the fireball. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Still slugging it out as burnout activates. A super art? The super doesn't hit. Player 1 is not in a good place health-wise, but with the super art in play, low heavy, but no go. The low's blocked. Opt for the critical art. Get them with a quick low kick. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Time to get down to business. The first round starts now. Projectile to try and change the situation. Lots of aggression from both sides. Opts for the throw. Trips him up. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. With the life gap opening up. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Throws them. What's next? Big counter. Scrapping it out up close. Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Smart play with the throw. Will we see a drive impact? Goes for the jump in. Oh, burnout triggered. Dashes. Jumps up. Drops him hard. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Side hustle to start something? Medium kick. Reads the jump in perfectly. Player 1 can't flatline them. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Who will come out on top in this final round? Any throw will win at the throw zone. Both absolutely refusing to give up ground. Player connects with the throw. Back into the corner. What setup do they have? What's this Jinku Hado gonna do? What now? All in with a rush. What? Anti-air. Nothing stops this train. Here comes the boom. Party time. Oh, burnout. Do they need to do that? Player 2 Shin and Shogeki to push forward? They are done. Player 1 is gonna be...
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. All right, first round. What's going to happen? Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Checks with a projectile. Denies the jumping attack with a jumping attack of their own. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Knockdown. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. All right, what's coming up next? Throws them to negate the block. Holds out with the block. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Manages to block the jump in as KO. Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Checks with a low tiger shot.
How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Mixing it up, brushes that off and keeps going. Okay, they trade hits. Grabs him, a quick breather. Blocks it. Barely blocks the jump in. Gets him with the anti-air. Flip experiencing burnout. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. The corner throw ends it. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet.
Checks with a low tiger shot.
Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Good parry there, and the throw hits. Now the fun begins. What's the play here? Player 2 has the life lead. The throw is escaped. Decides to puff up while they can. All right. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Checks them with a projectile. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. All right, what's coming up next? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Player 1 has to finishes it with the anti-air. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Immediate jump in. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Jumps up. Barely blocks the jump in. Big throws. A quick breather.
High tiger shot to try something.
Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Grabs and throws them away. Not much life left, but their drive users may save them. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Genius read. Player 2, oh, burnout triggered.
Checks with a low tiger shot.
Medium kick hits. They were not cleared for takeoff. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Goes for the jump in to start the round. Almost had it, but he gets blocked. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. There's a corner switch. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Okay, they trade hits. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. KO. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Can't tech the throw? What'll happen here? Crunchy tiger knee. Opts to continue the attack with the drive. A quick breather, looking for a chance. Super art on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Oh, burnout triggered. Going in. Jump clutch, clutch anti-air. Connects with the throw. Not hits the drive. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. one player is in burnout state. Is it time for a burnout? Did they mean to do that? What were they thinking? What's the Chiku Huddle? What a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? This is it. Who's gonna take it all? Nice Tiger Note! It's a good spot to use the super. Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. Player 2 is in a very great state. This is a complete shutdown. They can't escape. Oh man, this is a scary range. All in with a rush. Ooh, does them dirty. Okay, here we flush anti-air. Drive impact misses. Oh, that throw did some juicy damage. It is over. Get that bank account ready because that fight was easy money. It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Goes air to deny them a chance. The throw hits, now the fun begins. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Throws him down. Knockdown. This is a real back and forth match we're seeing. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Takes a trip. Player 1 needs to deal with this, adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Jump KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Brushes that off and keeps going. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player 1 has a slight life lead. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Takes the opponent. Smart play to stop the opponent there. A quick breather. Player 2, blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. They've got the meter for a drive impact. What'll happen here? Player anti-air in the clutch. Candy Kid finishes things off with authority with that big punish counter. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Blocks it. Grabs and throw, connects with the throw. Player 2 makes it look easy. Perfect cage management. Excellent final horn. What's next? Player 1 can't let this simmer. A back throw for damage and vital positioning. Back to the corner. Are we gonna play Impact Solar Plexus Strength? Okay, here we go. Plenty of help. Okay, breaks it. Amazing. A real test of nerves here. Looking for a hole. Nice fireball. All in with a rush. Throws them. They push their way out of the corner. And dumps them.
That was catch as catch can as you're gonna get in a fight.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Clean parry. A parry? Jumps up. Still very early in the round. Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Spends the meter to throw on some massive damage. Throws them to negate the block. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Gonna pay for telegraphing that jump in. Knockdown. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 will have to fight back here without any drive.
Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change.
Player 1 has to come from the brink like that? What a comeback! Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Gets the combo. A parry? They were expecting that drive impact. They return to center stage. Barely blocks the jump in. Goes for the throw. Knockdown and max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Still slugging it out at this range. Throw is denied. What a read. The drive impact doesn't work. How that throw did some juicy damage. All in with a rush. Flatline zone. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Opens with a jump in. Ooh, what a smart throw. This may be it. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Hits them with a stop and block.
Carries them all the way to the corner in one go.
Player 2 needs to take advantage of this gauge dismiss. Throws them. Smart play with the throw. That tries to act quickly but with the attack. Taking chunks out of each other here. A jump in. This can lead to some big damage. Connects with the throw. Any throw will whiff at that range. Reads the throw and escapes. Crowns him from above. There's a burnout. Cross-up attack.
Ugh, take a seat.
They didn't take the throw. Player 1 has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Beats them air to air. Ooh, what a smart throw. Smart play with the throw. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Takes a trip. No good up high. Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? Solid combo. Very solid corner switch. Player 1 chases them down. Life lead opens up.
Rhino horn hits.
Jumps. Brings out the super art. How is it gonna work out for them? In there! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Brushes that off and keeps going. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Knockdown and player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Big opportunity now in this corner. Showing some real tenacity. A drive impact could end untouchable, impetuous, impregnable, and perfect. Player 2 took no time.
Nuke him!